Hey YouTube, I'm back again. I've got next pickup video for you. Once again, this is for pickups for the last half of January and February. I think most of what's here is actually from February. This is all the stuff I've grabbed pretty much out in the wild, from charity shops and a few other places. Some stuff off the market, but we'll start off with some VHS tapes that came from the Butterwick Hospice. These were 25p each. So I grabbed Ben Elton Live Volume 1. This was hilarious. I've been a big fan of Ben Elton for a long time. So yeah, really happy to got that. Again, something I really love is the animated Garfield specials from the 80s. Did they run into the 90s? I'm not sure, but this is Garfield in the Rough. A lot of fun, short but a lot of fun. Some Beatles Live, and another guy that I was always a big fan of, Fred Dibner. This is a tribute to Fred Dibner. It's actually almost 3 hours long, this video, so there's a lot of good stuff on there. Then also from the Butterwick Hospice, some TV shows. Hotel Babylon, this is series 2. I did also get series 1. Series 2, I mean series 1 I see from time to time. Series 2, 3 and 4 I never ever see out in the wild. I've never seen any of them with slipcovers before. Series 1 I already had, but I picked it up anyway because it had the slipcover. I've since traded it in and just kept the slipcover for my copy. They were £1 each. And also for £1, the complete first season of The Real Ghostbusters. I didn't even know this had been released as a complete season set. I remember seeing them on VHS years ago with like 2 or 3 episodes at a time, but I didn't know it had been released as a DVD set. Of course, I expected this to be in awful condition with it being a cartoon, but they weren't. They're absolutely mint. So for £1, very happy to pick that up. Then again, from the same store on the same day, these next 4 were 50p each. So Lego DC Comics Superheroes, Justice League Cosmic Clash original movie. Never seen this. Didn't even know it existed, to be fair. Yeah, for 50p. Wonder if there's a Blu Ray of that. I don't know. These next 3, a series of films that I never really got into. I tried to watch I watched the first one and really struggled. Didn't get very far into the second one. Never saw the third one. Might surprise some people, but there you go. It's been probably 15 years since I watched this. But Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. This is a limited edition set. I don't think this is the extended version of the movie, and of course I can't get it open. There we go. So it's like a digipack, 2 discs, but the first disc is double-sided, so I'm guessing the film is in 2 parts. Yeah, so also the 2 Towers, which is very similar, and Return of the King, which I've never seen. These are really strange in the fact that the backs, although they have the rating on, there's nothing else. There's no information, there's no barcode. Now I just assumed that these would have had either a backing card or a J card or something on them. I don't know. But then when you look at the back of this one, it's actually got an HMV sticker with a barcode on it. and if this had had something on the back, that would be surely on top, and you would think that would be over the seal, assuming that it was factory sealed, and it wouldn't be unprecedented for something to be on display in HMV without a seal. Some of you have watched some of my earlier videos. I did a video on the Harry Potter Ultimate Edition sets, Blu Ray sets, and I do know that they were out on the shelves in HMV when they were out a few years ago, unsealed. So maybe these were as well, but it just seems strange. If they would have a card on the back, why would it have the rating there but no barcode? But then it's got that sticker on the back. It seems really weird. Anyway, the only reason I bought these, they were 50p each. I almost never see these editions for sale. I think I've seen them once in CEX about 2-3 years ago. And it's been, like I say, 15 years. Maybe it's time to at least give this one another chance. Yeah, we'll see. Like I say, they were 50p each. It was worth a go. Okay, these next 4 came from the Salvation Army in their 4 for £1 deal. So I got the 2-disc edition slipcover set of iRobot on DVD. These are all DVDs, brand new sealed. We've got the War of the Worlds, the Jeff Wayne's musical version, the live stage show. This is awesome. I have seen this before. It's so good. I've got the Blu Ray of the newer version of this. This is a stage show from the mid 2000s, and then they kind of revamped it a few years after that, and went on tour again. But they had some footage filmed with Liam Neeson taking the role of the oh god, I can't even remember his name now. The original character that was in gosh, I've lost my words. Anyway, this is the original one from I think around 2005 or 2006. Richard Burton, that's who I'm trying to think of. Richard Burton originally did the voice for the main character in this back in the 70s, and they used his voice for the stage show for the first few years. And like I say, they redid it with Liam Neeson for the second tour, I guess. But yeah, this is really good. I guess if you're a fan of Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds, which I love. Then we've got some Alan Partridge, Knowing Me, Knowing You, the complete TV series on the Christmas special, and then finally again sealed, the 2-disc edition of Senna. I haven't seen that yet, so I'll give that a go. Then we got a couple of films from 4 from Age UK, Age Concern. I think it was Age UK, which they do their buy one get one free. These were all £1, so in total there's 4 movies, cost me £2. So the one and only Blu-ray that I got was Rising Sun. I've never seen that. I struggled to get another movie as a free one to go with this. As you'll see, the other 2 were very easily. I got the first buy one get one free, and this was the second one, and like I said, I couldn't find something else to go with it, and this just sounded really intriguing. So yeah, it was a complete blind buy. Funny Games, and then the other 2 that I got on the buy one get one free, The Machinist. This is a Tartan video, and also Tartan. This is a Tartan Asia. Old Boy. This is a region 1, this is a US release. But what I found strange, and maybe I've missed something, but this has got an English dub on it. Does the UK version have an English dub on it? I don't know that it does. Certainly the Blu-ray, I'm positive the Blu-ray that, at least the Steelbook edition of the Blu-ray, didn't have an English dub. It was original language and British and English subtitles. But anyway, for 50p, it'd be nice to see this in English rather than having to read subtitles. Then carrying on with the charity shops, the Teesside Hospice, they were also doing a buy one get one free on their DVDs, and they had a couple of Blu-rays. The only one that I really had an interest in was Master and Commander. Again, this is an awesome film, and it was such a shame that they never made the sequel. This was £2. But with the free one, it worked out as £1 each. With that, I've got the first series of 4400. I watched this when it was on the telly. I know I watched the first series. I don't know that whether I started, or I certainly never finished the second series. I kind of missed a bunch of episodes and never got back to finishing it. I don't know how many series they made, whether it was just the two, or whether they went on to a third, fourth, or what. But it's a long time ago now. It was in the early 2000s, so yeah, I've probably hang on until I've certainly found out how many more series there were, and at least got hold of the second series, and hopefully they've released the rest in the UK. I never see them anywhere out and about. And it's not something I've ever looked for on eBay or Amazon. Anyway, a couple of Blu-rays, different charity shops. This one came from the British Heart Foundation, $1.99. Cocktail. This is a American release. I don't believe there's a UK Blu-ray of this as yet. I had a quick look and I couldn't find one on Amazon or eBay, so I'm assuming that it hasn't released over here yet, but it's region free. And it's been a long time since I watched this, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. Really did enjoy it. And again, this one came from Sue Riders, which they've gotten a little bit better with their pricing on the Blu-rays. It was only maybe a year ago that I suppose it was when they first started getting Blu-rays on the shelf. They were charging or trying for £8. Whether they ever sold any at that price, I don't know. And they've slowly dropped over time, and even at £2, this is one I'm more than happy to have paid £2 for. There are others that they've had on the shelf that yeah, I would never consider paying £2 for. But I was really happy to grab that. And then this next lot came from a second-hand store that used to be Cash Generators, and they rebranded maybe it's a couple of years ago now to Tyne Bargains. But they are really bottom of the barrel type of rubbish that they have in there. It's not good quality at all. It's all second-hand stuff, but I guess all the best stuff goes to places like CEX, and the stuff that CEX won't take, I guess this place does. From time to time, they get decent Blu-rays. But they're one of those stores that tape everything up, Blu-rays, and especially DVD box sets, or even Blu-ray box sets for that matter. But when they've got card sleeves or the card boxes and they put sellotape on, it absolutely kills the box trying to take the sellotape off, which I really don't like. But yeah, I just happened in there one day just to have a look to see what they had, and I managed to get a reasonable amount of Blu-rays. So this first one is a 3D, hidden 3D. This is a blind buy. I've never ever heard of it. It was $1.99, and dropped one. And another 3D, Sanctum. Again, this was $1.99. Considering the age of this movie, and it has an iTunes digital copy that still worked. So I was really chuffed about that. Just bear with me a sec. Reach down. Next one I got was Jaws 3, which includes the 3D version as a special feature. Not the first movie I've seen do that, but I thought it was very odd that they would do that. This one was 99p. And also for 99p, Oz Zombie. I had to get it eventually. I see it so often. And for 99p I thought I'd jump on it. And then these two I thought were pretty good bargains. The Girl on the Train with the slipcover. Again, it was only $1.99. And lastly, such a great movie this, Deepwater Horizon. I saw this on Netflix last year. I don't have Netflix anymore, I cancelled it, but when I did, this was one of the movies that I watched on there, and I thought it was fantastic. So yeah, £2, it was a no-brainer. Then I've just realised that I've got these UV codes and I've not done any of them yet. So before we move on to the last few, got Ghostbusters. This is the new Answer the Call Ghostbusters. Yeah. So this is new. It hasn't been redeemed, and it's not that old, so it shouldn't have expired yet. There is actually a date on there that says 2019, might be 2018, but it's December either way, so it's, yeah, it's still valid. But as usual, if you try it and it redeems, just let me know in the comments, and then also anyone else that looks can see that someone's already redeemed it. So thank you. Right, moving on. I've got a couple of DVDs. Picked these up at the market. They're only 50p each. But Top Gear: The Challenges 2. I had the first one, the fourth one. Didn't have that one, and I still haven't got 3. Is there a 5? I'm not sure, but if there is, I haven't got that one either. This is kind of an upgrade. I do already own this, but mine's just the single disc edition. This is Bubba Hotep. This is the 2-disc slipcover edition. This is one of those films that the first time I watched it, I wasn't overly keen. Now that's happened before, and I've watched a second time and really enjoyed it. So this is one of those films that I'm going to give it a watch. Hopefully, because Bruce Campbell's fantastic. Hopefully I'm going to watch it a second time and like. Then we've got from Granger Games, the one and only Granger Games pickup. It was only £2. Tarzan 3D. I'm assuming this is animated. It looks animated, of course it is. But yeah, for a couple of quid I'll give that a try. And then finally, anyone remember Renew? Last year a bunch of stores opened up called Renew, and they had some really cheap Blu-rays. So the original store, which was in Darlington, or is in Darlington, it was actually only an indoor market stall, and I found this in there for £2. Now it's not new, but they reseal pretty much everything. There wasn't any of the Blu-rays for me to take advantage of the 3 for a £5. But they opened up a bunch of stores last year, might have been in the back end of 2016, and they were doing daft things like the January sale last year was buy one get one free. So they're doing pretty much two Blu-rays for £2, which isn't unprecedented. You know, you get Blu-rays in the pound shop. But then after the second week of the January sale, they went to buy one get two free. So then you're getting three Blu-rays for £2, and boy did I fill my boot last year with that offer. But within a couple of months, they'd all gone. All the stores had closed down, bar the original one in Darlington. And every time I've been back in Darlington, has been on a Sunday since then, at least, and they don't open on Sunday until recently. And when I looked in, they didn't have many Blu-rays. It's only a very small store compared to the other stores that they had, which were mostly indoor shopping precinct shops, which were, you know, varied in size but still much bigger. My local one was in the old HMV store, so it was pretty big. Yeah, but the one and only movie that I got was Gone Girl. I believe this is a HMV exclusive. It comes with I think it's a digipack and a book. I've got a similar edition of Social Network, and I believe they did one similar to this as well, with the remake of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. But every time I see one of these for sale, out and about at least, they're in shocking condition, really, really, really battered and crushed and damaged, whereas this one, even though it's got a seal on it, it still looks in really, really nice condition. Yeah, so for £2, I thought, what the heck. Anyway, that's it for another video. Just one last thing to do. We've got one more UV code. Once again, this is from a new sealed Blu-ray, but again, it's an older movie, so it may have expired. But if I give it a try, there's the code. If it works, if it doesn't work, either way, just let me know in the comments. That would be great. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I've still got at least another video to do for the backlog of February before I even start on what I've picked up this month. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Ta-ra.